So when I say setting boundaries in
Mhm.
relationships and friendships, I know I don't want to be vague. That's a gray area, but I just want to get straight to my point of how I see it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the relationship part of setting boundaries,
Okay.
and and somehow that coincides with your friendship. So, Ish, you were once married at a point in your life. Will not mention the name, but
Hmm.
it was a slow boogie, but it ended up being a boogie all the way. I ended up getting cool with your wife.
Hmm.
It
Yeah, I
was on
served.
accident.
Yeah, I served 3 years hard time, maximum
Shut up.
security,
You know what?
marriage penitentiary.
I mean, yeah, but y'all had y'all's good moments, and that's what I was a
Hmm.
part of. And one thing I did, this is where it gets good. One thing I appreciated with you is you told your wife, "This is my friend. We've been friends for many years. No funny business. She's worked with me. I trained her. This is a good person, and I have to have you comfortable and understanding that I'm not going to stop being her friend. We just at that point in our lives, we have seen the good, bad, and the super ugly with each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about it's yeah, and so she was like cool with it. I don't know exactly how she felt, but she never treated
Nah, she
me.
was cool with
She
it.
never
She
disrespected me.
respected it. Yeah, she. I'm sorry to cut you, but I had that talk with her
Mm-hmm.
and another female friend of mine, and then me being a photographer that specializes in photographing urban models, scantily clad women. I tell like, hey, this is my business. I'm professional. You can come on photo shoots with me, which she did. And she
Mm-hmm.
was
Yes,
cool and
she did.
understanding with that. I give her that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because she definitely did that Miss Blue
Oh
2K
yeah.
shoot. Woo! Okay.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I ended up I would go to y'all lunches, y'all dinner, y'all would invite me to come eat with y'all. I
Yep.
was cool with her kids. So that was a little different. Again, sometimes when things happen naturally, it is what it is. And I just think being two women, we kind of fed off each other energy. We both felt we were cool, so we were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And but the boundary in that friendship with her was that I don't talk about my friend Ish to his wife. I don't ask you questions. And when you do ask me questions, I'm very I take it for face
I
value and
got you. Okay.
I would still say, okay, I would do this, but you need to talk to Ish.
Yeah.
Because that was just a boundary and the respect that I had for you as a friend. I never
Appreciate
crossed
that.
my boundaries.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? Because there was a situation that took place. There was a situation that took place with you, and I believe it was because you may not have had boundaries set in your marriage with her.
Oh yeah, yeah, not for sure. I could talk about it. Yeah, I mean, make a long story short, I learned the hard way because and I was a lot younger then, so I was basically just like, hey, my friends are your friends, on both the male and female side, and long story short, she ended up getting close to one of my guy friends and, had an affair and not just any guy friend, the best man at our wedding, this dude I known since middle school, since 97, So we went
That's
to middle school
crazy.
and grew up in the same hood and shit together, Um, and because I didn't set those boundaries, he was always over at the house, we always, going on, trips and stuff together. And I was young, I was stupid, you know, shit happens. I can talk about it now. I got my revenge, like you were saying earlier about the Scorpio stuff,
Yes,
I
you
got
did.
my
Yes, you did. But let me ask you this though. Okay,
hmm.
something that we need to put in the mix. You were having him over, but did he not have his own relationship? Because I've been out with all of you all, and he had a young lady with him several times.
Oh yeah, he was a habitual cheater, just straight up.
Oh,
And you're
see, and
right.
that you
Yeah.
know what? So
Yeah,
did you?
he had a girlfriend he was staying with. Just I had my marriage with my ex, and however, well, me and my wife at the time, we were going through some things. So I went to Louisiana. Meanwhile, while I'm in Louisiana, spending time with family, clearing my head, trying to think of the next move. If we're going to stay together, we're going to get a divorce, whatever. They got super close, and they did what grown folks do in the bedroom. And I ended up finding out, and I start plotting and planning. And months later, I get my revenge, and that's a whole another episode or whatever in itself. And it's kind of the rest is history. But looking back now, because think about it, since then, and you know me better than anybody, like you and me, I tell you, like, yeah, I'm talking to this female, whatever. But have you seen any of them? I don't post pictures on social media. I don't, and I've dated women who got similar interests with me, like they like comic books, but you don't ever see them going to the comic book conventions with me.
Nope.
I've dated women who like or find like bodybuilding fascinating, or whatever. You don't see them going to the bodybuilding shows with me or whatever. So it's like, nah, I learned a hard lesson is like, okay, if I'm dating somebody, talking to somebody, me and her do our thing on our own, but I'm not taking her nowhere where I'm going to have a whole bunch of friends and stuff. And then people get, buddy. And some people don't, even if I tell her like, hey, boundaries, then my friends may not know or respect that. You know what I mean? And then start adding people on social media and all that stuff. So it's like, nah, I have to kind of live I know it sounds messed up, but I kind of live like a double life in a sense. You know what I mean? Because no one knows who I'm dating, when I'm dating, or how long I'm dating, unless it's like you and maybe another real good close friend of mine. And that's, if I'm even talking to somebody.
But see, I think in this era, living a double life, as far as that in that regard, where people don't know your every move and who you're with, is not necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, like, if people didn't know that I was married and already with Jay, then I probably wouldn't have told people the same. It's just out of, just you want people out of your business. And I think that's one reason why we're lasting like we are, is because we don't have family from either sides in our business, because it gets messy and the lines get blurred. But the boundaries, I feel like, are needed in these friendships. And especially, like, I find myself, I've had my own situation. And I told you, you know how I am. I get pissed pretty fast. I would try not to, but it I don't like being rubbed the wrong way, especially when I feel like you're a grown ass person. I shouldn't have to be telling you, you need to chill. I feel like you're disrespecting me, because since we are having these conversations with grown ass people, I don't ever mind addressing anybody. And that's what I try to tell my friends. I don't spare you. I don't care who you are. If I feel, and even you have been my longest run. We are family at this point, over 14 years, and I still can't believe it. You know me very well, that I've had some heated conversations with people that I've known for years, and some of them ended up with us not being friends no more. And some of us ended up with us now knowing, okay, that was too much. But I think my problem is with the boundaries is these new age women. And I guess I'm considered in this room because they're close to my age. They're wanting to be friends with me, like, meaning we have a relationship already that we're trying to build. But then they meet Jermaine because he's always supporting me. He's always in the mix. Now, he's not supporting you. He's supporting his wife. I'm not trying to be rude, but I try to get people to understand.
It is what it is. That's kind of funny the way you say it, but you're right, because if you wasn't there, then he wouldn't be there neither. You see what I'm saying?
I promise you he wouldn't. Like, this man literally be like there to support me, and then that be it. But it's like some people get it twisted, like, oh, he cool, he quiet, I would be his friend, or he got good vibes. But here's the thing, it's like, whoa, hold on, sis. Me and you are building a friendship together. We together. Me and you, we talk. You're not friends with my husband. You don't know nothing about this man. Meaning, if I say I'm not being friends with you no more, what you think he gonna do?
Yeah.
He got to cut you off too. So it's like, I think it needs to be a respect thing, like boundaries, like in relationships. Yeah, like my husband is not your friend. You can be cordial, you can speak. If we all conversating, we laughing, but all that, I'm gonna get his number, or I'm gonna be you're gonna be calling me and texting me to tell my husband something. That'll never fly with me. And I don't care how cool and how long I know you. And I had a situation like I had to tell you I had to check a female because she was over crossing the boundaries.
Damn. I wonder sometimes if people cross the boundaries intentionally, or is it just pure innocence? Like you said, like, we are in a new age. You and I come from a different generation, our parents, and another thing too, like with me personally, life experience, like I said about, my ex-wife, and even relationships before my ex-wife, I'm all open, buddy, my friends are your friends, but then, I had that hard slap in the face of my marriage. I'm like, I ain't going through this shit again, and even like with my male friends, like I got a buddy of mine, you met him once, Norris, I'm a cat I've known since middle school, and his wife, wonderful woman, great mother, and if he calls me right now, I'll ask like, oh, how the kids doing? How's Eric? His wife's doing. I'll say to him, Erica. He'll tell me. If we meet up in person, I'll shake her hand, give her a little side hug. Hey, how you doing? And that's pretty much it. If she asks me questions, oh, hey, how's your podcast? How's photography? How's your day job? Oh, it's good, so whatever. But I'm not just gonna. I don't even have that woman's number or email address. You know what I mean? Like I'm his friend, not her friend, and it needs to be a distance and boundary. Now, if something, heaven forbid, knock on wood, if something happens to my boy Norris, and she needs my help with something, yeah, that's what friends are for. That's when I step in and help or contribute, any kind of way I can or whatever. But to be friends with her and texting her and calling her and talking about, oh, Erica, let's go, go see an Avengers movie or something, nah, that's nah.
Yeah, and you know what? The same thing. I feel like it, like you said, it has to be the lines drawn, because sometimes you don't know people with true intentions. But I feel like as a woman, I watch other women and I feel like I know when a woman is being flirty, or like you might try to say, "Oh, I didn't know any better," but for me to feel a certain way and to address it, I've watched you to check myself because I'm an overthinker. I've watched you just to say and see if I'm tripping. That's like the situation with the Father's Day thing. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
But I told you how that particular female was acting around Jay, and how I felt like, okay, bitch, you too friendly. And I had to say that, like, but then even after the fact, it's just like every time I turn around, you're texting me, asking me, is my husband gonna be there? Is your husband gonna be there? And I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna be there. Don't worry about what my husband's gonna do.
Yeah.
She was doing too much.
Yeah. The only way I can see about that is like, if I'm having a party and I want to make sure I have enough drinks or food, like, hey, how many people are coming? How many people are you bringing? Okay, it's just gonna be you and your husband. Okay, I have y'all drinks and food, but
that's different.
Do it like that? Nah, that's not.
Yeah,
that's not cool. Like, call me old fashioned or whatever, but
it should be me. She was like, me, you and your husband should go here. Me, and I was like, girl, why would my husband want to hang with two females? And I remember at one point he was like, he was listening to the conversation. He was like, nah, y'all can go. I'm not a part of
that. He fought into that shit.
Nah, he's not. He was like, nah, y'all women do that. I don't deal with women business. But my thing is, another grown woman shouldn't have to tell you, in my opinion, back the fuck off when it comes to they husband, their relationship. Just respect my shit like I'm gonna respect yours. Like when my homegirls introduced me to their man, I shake their hand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say I'm a hugger type of person. Like if I know you, and we've done some like acting and stuff, like we do the side hugs, but even sometimes then it's like we speaking. But when you introduce me to your significant other or your boyfriend, I just be like, hey, how you doing? I'll shake your hand. But that's as cool as I want to be. Like, I'm going to be cordial. If we're all talking, I'm talking. You're never going to see me talking to your man by himself. I don't want to be cool with your boyfriend on social media. I really don't want him following me. I mean, I don't need no type of shit, no type of ill feelings. But I feel like these new age women, They don't. They quick to follow your man on social media. They quick
Some of
to
the new
hug
age
out.
men too.
Huh?
Yeah. I said some of the new age men too. Yeah, he goes
Oh
both
well.
sides.
From
Yeah,
my experience,
yeah,
yeah, you know,
yeah. You talking
he
from the
not even
woman's
big
side?
on
Yeah,
he not even big on social media like that. He barely even post shit.
yeah,
But he knew he wouldn't like we try not to do that. But I'm saying like I'm just the type of person where I feel like I just don't want anybody ever feeling disrespected. And I've been in weird situations myself where it's just like it wasn't that, and I don't want anybody to ever feel like that. So I'm just very cordial,
yeah,
but I don't want to be your boyfriend or your spouse, friend, BFF. It's important for me and you to build a relationship. It's really important for us to build friendships. And you got to respect my spouse anyway.
yeah,
We gotta build our own friendship. And I wish women would stop doing that. I wish women would see that, you know what I'm saying? Like he's supporting me, not you.
yeah,
We're friends. He's not our friend. He doesn't,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. Nah, for sure.
it's just weird.
You know, I'm not trying to stir the pot, but I'm just gonna put this out there. I think some women, yourself included, kind of got to watch out because women can be, you know, a little shady, and especially like in your case, you know, you got a man, he's good looking, he keeps himself in shape, you know, he's well groomed, you know, like me, I got this 5 o'clock shadow and I need an edge. I'm like, the couple of times I've seen Jermaine, I've never seen him without, you know, hair and shave, you know,
Mm-hmm.
completely done. Even if I'm just randomly at your place talking, you know, we just hanging out, he coming in from work, he's just, you know, just well groomed and done,
Yeah.
dresses nice, you know, and I said it before in private. I said again, I mean, he's like 2 steps away from being a bodybuilder. You know what I mean? The dude got muscles. He's well built. You know, I noticed being, you know, a bodybuilding fan. You know, I've always said like he
Yeah.
should compete. You know, if he got the discipline or whatever. You know, he lift weights and shit. You know, good. So it's like
Right.
women may on the low find your husband attractive, and whether if it's intentional or innocent, because people gravitate towards attractive people. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry, you know, initially. And it's like, oh, damn, you know, he cute, he fine or whatever, you know, damn, you know, she got this for a husband, you know, and he quiet, he letting her do a thing or whatever. And, you know, I want to try, you know, to be his friend or whatever. And it's like, nah, you know, y'all don't play like that, you know. But I mean, that's just something. Yeah, again, I'm not trying to stir the pot, but that's just something to kind
Nah.
of kind of think about. Am I making sense?
No, you making sense because my mom has told me that but my mom, you know, I mean, my mom was like, they better back the fuck up. But my mama from the old school, like I was
Yeah,
raised, I like I have so much respect for my mama. Like I have so much respect for that lady because
absolutely.
my mama, not only was she a pastor, but my mama really gave me some good values as a young lady. I knew about this shit. Nobody has ever had to come tell me I was too close to their man or I was doing this or they felt disrespected because I watched my mama set that example. My mama had some real ass friends, okay?
Yeah,
I remember I just called my mom before this conversation and I said, Mama, who was your friend that wouldn't come into the house when it was just my dad at the house and my mom was gone? And they knew each other since they were like younger than me. And the lady was just like, and that's one of my godmamas. She was like, nah,
yeah,
baby, I'm gonna just stay outside. Your mama not home, or I'm gonna go to the store and you call me when Lori gets home.
mm-hmm.
And my mom's so sweet. My mama is so sweet, but she's known these women for decades. So she was just like, you could just go in the house. Jeff ain't bothering you. That lady just out of respect, she didn't want to come into the house. But in even seeing how their nature was around my dad, like if it was men, the women were over here. You only
Yeah,
saw them
yeah,
all merge if they were all together. You never
yeah.
saw one homegirl entertaining my dad. And my dad was a cool ass dude. He was
Same
funny.
here.
He was rich. He smelled good. He really had like his business in order. So I don't know how he could have been attracted too. But her friends wasn't all over him. It was never like that. They didn't have his phone number. They wasn't trying to be any more than her friend and just respect the fact that this is who she's married to.
Yeah.
But these women these days, they cross the lines and they get blurred. And when you tell them and have to have this conversation, like, look, I feel like you disrespecting me. You need to back, or or we're not gonna be able to be friends. You're insecure. You're a drama queen. You're jealous of them. When clearly it's not it's not me being jealous of you. I just see, I'm real recognize real. I see what you're doing, and I know it's not gonna happen. And you don't know me very well to know that it's a possibility I'm gonna pop off. Ish, how well do you know me to know that I'll pop off?
You've gotten, look, I'm 5'9", every bit of like 350 pounds. You've gotten in my face before. So what does that tell you? What does that tell the audience out there listening and watching this?
I'm just saying.
And you what, 5'3"? What?
5'3".
5'3", and I don't know if you want to put your weight out there, but you ain't nowhere near no 300 pounds. So it's like you got in my face before.
5'3", so. 170.
You got in my face before. So I mean, hey, what does that tell you?
Well, I'm just saying, because I think some people also look at it like, oh, she's sweet, she's nice, she won't say anything. And I'll just be like, sweet and nice. Like, it's funny because he be like, they don't know you very well, do they? I'm cool as fuck. I'll tell anybody.
Yeah.
I'm the coolest motherfucker almost on the planet. Yes, I will toot my own horn. Ish, don't hate on me.
I can't even hate on that. No, I can't hate.
I'm one of the coolest people you'll ever meet. I'm down to earth. I'm so fun. I laugh a lot. So I think me laughing a lot kind of get people confused that I'm just like this goofy ball of fun. But when I'm pissed off about something and I feel disrespected, all that shit goes out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the side of the beast that you're not used to seeing. And I don't like to have that in the air like that, because I'd rather stay a cool person. I'd rather we gonna go through things as people.
Yeah.
But to me, that shouldn't be one of them.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't. It's common sense. Just respect
I agree.
Relationships.
You know what? The last thing you say right there, that's the thing that I don't understand about people. And I hate to sound old fashioned or show my age or whatever, but I don't understand why at the end of the day, people just can't respect people. Like, for example, I joke a lot. Sometimes I poke fun at you. Let's say if one day, if I took it too far and I did a joke about, I'm just, for the sake of discussion, let's just say about your hair. And you was like, hey, Ish, I've known you for a long time. Don't joke about my hair no more. Regardless if I think it was funny or not or whatever, I should respect that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Okay, that's your boundary. Hey, and I apologize. Hey, I ain't mean nothing by it. I'm sorry. Won't happen again. But I'm not gonna make it. Oh, you tripping girl was just a joke like that. That's irrelevant. It's about showing respect to you, in my opinion. So, to bring that back in contrast, okay, if you tell someone, hey, I don't want you friends with my husband, or we don't get down, or however you want to word it, that should be the end of it. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm sorry. No, I thought, my other homegirls, we all friends. I see you don't do that, so I respect that. I'll just wave, if I see y'all in public or whatever, we at an event, and keep it pushing. There's nothing wrong with that.
But see, my thing is, it's like, it's not, first off, they can never be friends with him. He's very, Jermaine to be a very introverted person anyway. It takes a lot for that man to open up. And I'm
still waiting for my Mortal Kombat game.
Huh?
I'm still waiting for my Mortal Kombat game.
Except for that.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to play him in Mortal Kombat. I got $20 right now. Let's get the tournament started.
You will. But he's not the type of person where you could just maneuver into being his friend like that anyway. I have people that know of him and see him support me, and they get it. They speak, and we all together, they talk and stuff. It's nothing like that. I'm more so talking about the respecting of boundaries. As a woman, as a grown-ass woman, when you taking shit too far in a relationship, in somebody's relationship or marriage. And again, my issue is the women that I've been cool with, me and them still developing a friendship, and you just trying to desperately, I feel like, be friends with my husband. Y'all can never be friends, you don't even know this man like that. And why are you
Yeah.
trying to be his friend? Like, what's your motive? Like, just be cool and cordial, like I am with you when I meet they dudes. It's a how you doing, shake the hand, and we all talking. That's cool. If not, I'm dipping off.
Yeah.
It's just like I keep having this issue too much, and even me and him talked about it not too long ago, and he was just like, on his own. He was like, I support you. Anything you do and got going on, I'm gonna be in the
Of
mix because
course.
of you,
Yeah.
nobody else. Period. Point blank. That's all it is. If you wasn't there, I wouldn't be there. I
Yeah.
totally support you. That's it. So and I asked him, I said, do you think I'm tripping? Like, would you feel comfortable with me being your friends? Like, and mind you, we grew up in the same like circle of people. I went to school with a lot of his friends.
Yeah.
And we know the same people. We did music all together. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I know them, and because we're married, and because he had a friendship with them, I speak to them, but I don't
Yeah.
have their numbers. I don't, you know what I'm saying? If they come to my house, I'm not overdoing it just because we went to school with each other. I let them talk, and
Yeah.
hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a respect thing, and it's just sad that we have lost morals. And if I mention it, I got an issue when you should already know that.
Yeah.
And then you
Uh,
know what? I was gonna say one other thing. So
mhm.
many people are so used to people being fake with them and not telling them the truth about shit that when you say something, they feel targeted and they feel like you being a bitch because
That's a
they
good point. I
so
didn't
many
think about
people,
that.
yeah, instead of telling somebody to their face, a lot of people will go behind your back. Oh, she be all this and that. She did this. I'm the type of person where I'm gonna tell you to your face, but you gonna get
You ain't
mad.
lying.
Oh my gosh, really is.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I should have just shut up and just kept nodding my head like I've been doing. It's like, I'm sorry. I didn't
No, but
mean
I'm
it
saying
like in a
you know me
hurtful
for
way or nothing.
14
Yeah.
years. You know how many times I've told somebody to their face, this is how I feel. Like you can take it however you want, and they get mad, or they respect it, and they know I'm real. Like I'm not gonna go. I don't have to go behind your back and tell you shit when it affects me. And so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like me and the other lady not no longer friends anymore. But I know a floozy when I see one.
Yeah.
Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
Nah, you're right. Like you said, real recognize real. And then maybe too, I know you hate when I do this, but I'm just gonna play devil's advocate for a split second. Even though actually before I do, I would say I agree with you on this whole topic. You know, again, especially going through what I went through in my marriage or whatever. But maybe some, you know, like you have a female friend that's single, can't find the right guy, and they look at you and your husband. It's like, oh damn, you know, I like what they got. They seem like they got, you know, a good marriage, a partnership, and you know, and not trying to do anything malicious. But it's like, dang, like what kind of guy is he? So I could go out and find me one of those. You know, hey, does this guy have a brother, a cousin, you know, an uncle or something, you know, as single that I could probably hook up with so I can, you know, have that same support and everything, you know, all the good qualities that come with him. Am I making sense?
Yeah, no, you do. It's just I feel like yeah, I wish I could we tell you all the time you devil's advocate and I get it.
Yeah.
I'm more
Fuck him.
like I don't have a middle. I know
Yeah.
I don't have no middle what the fuck so ever. So it's like I either see it like this or I don't see it like I don't see it like that. And I don't have a middle, but I can understand and comprehend what you're trying to say. I do understand maybe they have a fascination of trying to see, and I get that. At the end of the day, I still need respect because I
Yeah.
know how I am, and I don't want to put you in that situation to see how I am too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a respect thing at the end of the day. Like, you're gonna have to pray about the man. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, find out
Yeah.
Sierra's prayer or whatever. But this situation right here is this, it's what it is. It's a husband supporting his wife and all that she do. Our friends, my friends are not his friends, and his friends are not my friends.
Yeah.
I am cool if with accidental situations, like we have a couple that we're cool with. They are married. Um and he I told you the story, and he kept trying to introduce me to this guy. and I just really just wasn't feeling like it, and ended up meeting with him, and he produces some really throw ass beats, like really good shit. And we ended up being cool, and I met his wife. His wife had already knew Jay long time ago because they were cool like that.
Okay.
With her husband, and we ended up just being really good friends. We watched their baby, like we just ended up really being close.
Oh yeah, I
with
remember you
them.
told me that, yeah.
Yeah, so and I still to this day I hit up his wife, and although I know him, but we've established that connection that kind of like you had with your ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
It just some stuff is natural.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times when it comes to this entertainment world that
that's
I'm
another thing too.
in,
Yeah, you're in entertainment. Yeah,
we're not
that's the
friends.
whole
We cool, but I don't want you necessarily best friends with my family. My kids probably won't know you like that. Like it's a fine line because it is a shady business and you don't know people's motives and intentions in this game.
That's true.
So it's like I'm always on the watch out, especially for people that is just now coming into my life.
Yeah.
I'm very selective. But even if you're in the circle, I'm still watching your every move. I'm listening when you don't think I am. I'm tallying and observing everything. And that has a role to play with the access you'll have in my entire life, with my husband, with my kids. But for now, it just needs to be respected that this is just a cordial situation where you're speaking and not more than that. Because if it so happens, if I'm still continue to feel disrespected, then I have to part ways with you as a friend or a person that I was getting to know.
Or throw hands.
I was trying not to say that part.
I say it. You didn't say it. You did. I said it. You didn't say
that's one of the problems with having somebody that you've been friends with for like over 14 years, because y'all be playing. Y'all play a lot. But a lot of people do not know me like that on a certain level. Like they just don't know and have no clue like how it could be. But I've grown. I've come a long way. But God's still working on me, and I've been known to take it there. But I do notice as an adult, especially when speaking with other women, most of the time to me, like when I tell Jermaine that I'm getting ready to speak to somebody about something, he'd be like, "Oh my gosh, oh shit!" Like, I'll be like, "Give me credit!" Like, he's like, "Oh damn." I'll be like, "Boy, shut up! I'm gonna just talk to her and just see what's going on." But I've talked to them and I try to, I check my tone, because not all the time is it something that can't be worked out. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's because I didn't go in it telling you my boundaries and expectations. But now that we're here, this is how I feel about that. Stop doing that shit, or we're gonna have a problem. But everybody not acceptive of it like that. They feel like, oh, I'm grown. She came at me sideways. And then if the only people that have a problem with you setting boundaries are those that benefited from you not having any.
Ooh, that's a good quote. That's damn, yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
This is off the topic, but in the topic.
Yeah.
You already said that no more free photo shoots for anyone.
Yep.
No more, because I not understand, like, you've done so much free shoots, theme shoots, which were some of the funnest shoots that I've ever done.
Thank you.
I respected that. And now, no matter how broke I am, I have to get these coins up so that I can pay you to do a photo shoot. But those are the boundaries that you have now established. I'm not about to say, well, you used to let me, or that's not fair. I remember when I did this, I just said, okay, Ish, I feel that. Well, let me get my coins up, and I'm going to book. It might take a little minute because I want to try to book multiple shoots, but I got you because I respect you as a friend, and your boundaries are your boundaries. Yes, I benefited before. A lot of people did. But if this man say this is going forward, this shit ain't happening no more, you have to respect that, and a real friend should. You shouldn't be at your feelings unless you benefited to the point where it was like, I never had the intentions of ever paying him. So now I got what I wanted. And so it should never be an issue with someone telling you their boundaries. You got to respect that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate others. It's funny you mentioned it again, not to get off topic, but when I kind of said that at the beginning of this year, there's a couple of people that stopped fucking with me, like completely, like that. I tell you off air, but that don't even like I notice one thing, they'll follow me on social media, but when I post up, new pictures or whatever,
right,
they don't interact, don't hit me up and even say like, oh hey, how you doing or whatever. It's like just cold turkey. And I get it. It is what it is. I laugh about it. It's like, damn, well, these are the ones that wanted to just use me any fucking way.
Yeah.
It's because it's like, damn, like you can't throw me a damn tip or buy me lunch or something. You know what I mean? So some kind of appreciation. Like everybody know I smoke cigars. Like, damn, like, hey, here's a gift card to Specs. And Specs sell cigars. I live right down the street from the Specs. Hey, thanks. Something. I mean, damn. But I mean, shit. It now is people. That's another thing too. I hate to sound like an old ass man. Shit, I sound like like my dad and my uncles. You ever? I'm gonna get on top of like when you were a kid, you listen to your parents talk, you listen to the elders in the family talk, and you're like, oh, these are old people. They just complaining, they griping, and now I find myself saying the same stuff that my parents used to say about the younger generation. It's like, damn. I'm my dad now. I'm that guy, But I just people in general just need to respect boundaries and not everything is like a shame on you or something. Just hey, just say, hey, okay, someone told this to me, brought this to my attention. Okay, they don't get down like that. Hey, I apologize. Didn't mean to offend you or to step over whatever boundary. And let's move forward. It won't happen again. I'll work better on that.
It should be like that, or just stop doing stuff that you know better. Like a lot of these same women, I've seen them remove their boyfriends from following me on social media, or I see stuff, I don't say it, but so you do know that you wouldn't want that, or you are something going off in your mind, but you'll do it to me. That's why I say, like, I'm a really big observer. Like, people don't know. Like, I sit there and I just listen, and I just be like, I never say anything though until it's the right time. Like, if I was to do something and someone say, well, why you did it? You did it to me. I got the screenshots and everything.
Oh, how you come at me? I don't do you like that. Like, God damn this girl.
I don't though.